This is Caesar 4.25.6. No footnotes in here. Please consult Dickinson Classical Commentaries for some help on this. Now, just before this, Caesar had seen the battle going poorly, and he had grabbed the Aquila, the eagle, the silver eagle of the Roman legionary standards, and jumped into the water and headed toward the Britons. So, very dramatic moment here. Now, this is what happens next. There's sort of a chain reaction here. Hos item ex proximis primi navibus, cum conspexissant subsecuti hostibus apropinquarunt. Believe it or not, this is an abbreviation of apropinquarunt. That is a polysyllabic word for sure. Now, this cum, this conjunction, normally goes in the very beginning. And there's a note in your text that talks about that. That comes from the textbook we would have been using this year if we had been using textbooks. But the subject of this cum clause, and kind of set up these brackets here. Here is your subject, S, big S there, primi, the first men. And there's your verb, big V there. Now this is the subordinate verb, and you can see that this is subjunctive. Yep, because it's in this circumstantial clause. When they saw, when the first soldiers saw, and here's your DO, direct object there, these men, meaning the folks, kind of refers back up to the previous sentence, the people who had gone with Caesar carrying the Aquila. So when they saw these men, likewise, from the nearest boats. Now, these first men are then modified by subsecuti. Pursuing the enemy, they approached. They drew near. So here's your PPP, perfect passive participle, modifying that. It is a deponent verb, so even though it has a passive form, it has an active meaning, which is really handy thing about deponent verbs. So we can say the first soldiers pursuing the enemy approached. And this subjunctive is pluperfect. It's one of my favorite subjunctives because it's got that isse in there. It's just the perfect active infinitive plus the ending nt. Yeah, so that pretty much lays it out. And that note that I put in the text points out a really nice style note that this cum is delayed because Caesar wants to kind of put all these things kind of together in kind of a big mess because it's very suspenseful, there's a lot of chaos in the water, and Caesar's reproducing that in his prose.